Miss Barefoot and I know each other. I was her third grade teacher at Irving Elementary School. She's the same age as my oldest daughter, so I've not only seen her just as a third grader, I had an opportunity to see her grow up through all the grades as well. I've watched her do her thing as a cheerleader. I've watched her do dance team. She's been on everything and kind of moved through life ever since I had her as a Girl Scout in kindergarten. It has been amazing. I've had the opportunity to fall in love with teaching again because I don't have 100% of the load.
I decided to go into education actually because of my dance background. I started dance around middle school, and I started out just doing little classes where I'd take kids on bathroom breaks and help tie shoes, and then eventually I was able to teach my own gymnastics and dance classes on my own, and all of the parents were like, "You're really good at this. Have you ever thought about going into education?" And it just took off from there.
I came into education because I struggled with education from about kindergarten to second. I struggled to read and a lot with math. So I saw that struggle and knew that I had that kind of struggle, and other kids probably had that struggle. My mom later on, she had a little boy, my little brother, and he struggled tremendously to learn. And I think that's where my first teaching experiences came from. I would read with him, I would help him with math problems, and then I decided I wanted to be a teacher. So when I went to college, I would actually call home and read stories with my brother at night just to make sure he was still doing the things he needed to do. My sister never needed help, so sometimes she would call and help me with my college papers. But teaching for me is what I do, what I breathe easily. It's the natural for me. It's what I love. I've done it pretty much my whole life because I'm one of 8. So you always have someone you have to take care of, or someone that's running after something or needs help with homework. Also, I've been an aunt since I was 13, so I've been reading stories to little kids for a while. I just think it's what came natural for me, and I like to help people. It's what my dad's a farmer, my mom's a nurse. I just think those service jobs where you're giving back to the community is where I wanted to be. One way that I have been able to connect more and build off of what she's taught me is the technology piece. I'm a dinosaur and she's not, so she's very good at showing me little tips and tricks on all of the new programs that we use, like Canva. She even found tons of tricks for spell check that I didn't know about. The kids have loved that one. I would say the technology piece and just being creative and more patient. I mean, she's fresh, so it's like, oh, this is new. And then I sometimes remember like, oh, that isn't a big deal. They're just 7 years old. So you kind of help me remember that. So.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like with two teachers in a classroom, we're able to meet the needs of a lot of students, especially when one student might need something and then another student might need another. We're able to kind of like tap in and out and work with each other. And also too, like, being a teacher is a lot, and sometimes there's a lot of tasks to delegate, and sometimes, you know, one of us might be having a rough morning, so the other one can kind of communicate, make everybody laugh, and just kind of switch roles and switch moods from time and time.
I think it's great for her to see that it's okay to make mistakes, and because I'm natural when we're up here teaching, we make mistakes and move past it. I think the best part of teaching with someone that I had already known and having this relationship is watching her grow. I mean, I've seen her graduate high school, college, and now her master's. It has been a beautiful, like, just like full circle experience for me. So, and you, I hope.
Yes.